You guys, we have got to talk about what is going on with Justin Bieber, as reports say he's pulling from HAILEY's recent Rhod sale in order to pay off Scooter Braun. It also looks like he's been teasing a new tour, which some fans are wondering if he's actually going to be doing it because the last time he was going to go on tour didn't end up happening. But we are going to talk about everything that is being said right now.
Remember when people used to accuse HAILEY of wanting Justin's money and all that? Well, now the reports are claiming the opposite and saying that Justin needs HAILEY and her bag right now more than ever before. Last week, it was reported that in order to repay Scooter Braun, Justin would need to rely on HAILEY and that big deal she just made over her company, Rhod. If you haven't heard by now, recently it was made public that HAILEY finalized the sale of her skincare brand, Rhod, to e.l.f. Beauty in May for up to $1 billion, with a structure of $600 million in cash, $200 million in stock, and an additional $200 million earnout tied to future performance. Now, this doesn't exactly make HAILEY a billionaire because obviously she isn't the only person that is working on Rhod. There are investors that she's gonna have to pay out and things like that. But once this announcement was made, everyone was just like, oh my gosh, HAILEY has all this money, which of course she is about to come into a lot of money. But then things kind of started circulating about what was going to happen with this money that she was just earning. So this is kind of where things get messy because just as everyone was celebrating HAILEY's $1 billion Rhod sale, reports started circulating that Justin Bieber allegedly owed $31 million to Scooter Braun, the same Scooter who discovered him, managed him for over a decade, and was basically like a second dad / business mentor for most of Justin's career up until they stopped working together last year. According to these rumors, the debt stemmed from Justin backing out of his last tour early, which was apparently a huge financial hit for Scooter's company. It was reported a few months ago that back in 2022, Justin, when he was gearing up for his Justice World Tour, he reportedly got a $40 million advance from AEG. And apparently that cancellation triggered a clause in the contract that required Justin to pay back $24 million of that advance. At the time, Scooter Braun's company, Hybe America, stepped in and paid the $24 million to AEG on Justin's behalf, allegedly, with the understanding that Justin would be paying it back over the years, which, okay, not a small favor, but apparently Justin made one payment and then stopped. Didn't pay the rest. So then 2 years later, Hybe's internal audit claimed that Justin still owed money. And this past month, rumors were going around saying that Justin owed as much as $30 million to Scooter. And with HAILEY closing a $1 billion deal, it of course sparked speculation that her payday was somehow a financial lifeline for Justin. Like maybe the Rhod money was going to help cover Justin's Scooter settlement. But HAILEY's team was not having that narrative and came out quickly with a statement making it super clear that Rhod's success in HAILEY's finances are separate from Justin's situation. And on Friday, people reported saying, however, a rep for HAILEY confirms to people that Rhod's business move is in no way associated with her husband's settlement. The historic sale of Rhod is a huge accomplishment for HAILEY and is completely separate from her husband and his business affairs. It's all so crazy though, because at one point people were telling Justin to divorce HAILEY and leave her, and now people are saying that stuff to HAILEY about Justin and telling her to protect her brand and protect her money.
What did I tell y'all about taking care of these men? Y'all do not listen. Stop taking care of these men. Of course, we do not know them. I do not know them. It's all speculation. We can only go by what we are shown in public. Let me ask y'all this. I think I already asked if Justin had a hand in Rhod. I don't think he did. But I don't know. I'm just not paying no debt for no man who I and the general public feels like settled for me. No. I don't know. I guess she want to be a good wife. I don't know. It's just, no. I just don't think, no. I don't think she should do it. I just don't. I don't. Could you imagine paying $31 million in debt for somebody just for it to end in potential to? Oh, nope. But this leads to another question. I know she sold it for $1 billion. Obviously, I know she's not going to get $1 billion in her account, but how much hate you going to get? We talking about 100 mil, 200 mil, 500 mil. Like, how much is my girl finna get?
But anyway, it's not true, but the conversation surrounding Justin hasn't quieted down as people have been talking about something else related to him and a post that he made over the weekend. Justin Bieber recently posted a clip on his Instagram story from an interview that was taking place in 2013 in which DMX rejects the idea of living life as a clean man, free entirely of substances, in favor of being exactly where I need to be with God. It has only added fuel to the growing speculation around his current state of mind and his well-being, and fans have been increasingly concerned due to his spam posts on Instagram, and people have commented on the way that he's appeared in public appearances and paparazzi videos, feeling like something might be off, speculating on being on drugs and losing it. And though a lot of that conversation did quiet down when he released his recent album Swag, because people were like, okay, maybe, you know, he was posting all of that stuff and acting that way for attention. It was a PR move. And also on the album, he did address that people are always asking him, like, is he okay? Drewski was featured on the track where they were just having this conversation about the fact that it makes him feel like everyone else is perfect and there's nothing wrong with them and that there's something wrong with him or something, the way that he expresses emotion and uses social media. But kind of going back to the album coming out and people kind of taking it as, okay, all that stuff that he was doing and all that stuff that he was posting, maybe it was just all to get eyes on him before releasing this album. And plus, Hailey had posted, is it finally clocking to you effing losers? Which made people think even more, oh, okay, so it was a plan all along. Even Rolling Stone published an article on Sunday saying Justin Bieber wasn't melting down, he was locked in. While the world worried about the former teen pop star, it turns out he was making his coolest, most grown-up album. But of course, when Justin posted this on his Instagram story about the do you want to get completely sober, and the answer wasn't exactly giving like, yeah, people were like, wait, so has it been a drug thing this whole time? It brought the whole conversation back to the forefront, and people are now once again wondering the status of Justin and how he is. The one thing we do know, though, is that Justin's album has been doing well on the charts. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Swag appears to have netted Bieber another hit with Daisies, which topped both Apple Music and Spotify's daily US charts this past week. It's a potential contender for a #1 debut on the Hot 100 chart, in close competition with Alex Warren's Ordinary, which has spent the past 6 weeks atop the chart. The new Hot 100 chart will release Monday. And you guys, it did release and Alex Warren came out #1, Daisies was #2, which this is crazy. If you would have told me that Justin Bieber would be competing on the charts for #1 with Alex Warren from the Hype House, I just wouldn't have believed you back in the COVID days. I mean, seriously, back in 2020, people never thought influencers could reach this level of fame and notoriety. And here Alex is taking over the charts with Ordinary and blowing up because of it. It's actually crazy. I mean, he has been leading on the charts for 7 weeks straight. This is not something that people could have processed back then. Anyway, as for Justin though, the big question now is, will he tour this album? Last time around, he didn't go through with the whole tour. And as we've talked about, you know, it landed him in some debt that he owed to Scooter. And he's openly talked about how touring takes a toll on him. And a lot of artists are very open about that. But it is rumored that he will maybe possibly headline Coachella. It's no secret Justin has attended so many Coachellas. He's come out almost every year recently as a surprise guest for somebody that he's friends with. So it wouldn't be shocking if he actually decided that Coachella was the place he wanted to get back on stage as a headliner for. Fans have been eagerly waiting for a moment like this. So it might just be the thing that sells out Coachella after a few years of the ticket sales not being what they once were. People have been hoping that Justin does a Eras tour type of tour because he just has so many hits and so many people have loved him and listened to him over the years that they would really like this. But I guess we'll just have to see what he ends up deciding, if he is going to take this on tour, if he's going to take this on stage in the desert, if he does both, if he does nothing. We will just have to see. But I want to know what you guys think about this and everything else we talked about today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.